Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk Dunmore Bucks football. Garrett Murray joining us right now. He is the big back in the backfield. Well, Garrett, there's some guys that aren't as big as you in the backfield, but they're pretty darn good. And of course, throw you in, and you guys have a real nice mix there with the Dunmore Bucks. Let's talk about your backfield coming up for this season.
Yeah, we have Pat Race and Colin Holmes back there. Colin really brings a lot to the offense. Really a different style of play than what I'm used to.
You really stepped up last year, Garrett, at key times, and so did Colin. I mean, a bunch of you guys had different big runs. Tell us a little about some of those runs and some of the memories you had from last season.
Well, last season was honestly one of the best times of my life. Pat Reese, our fullback, really made some key blocks that spring me and Colin on some long runs. Really was a hidden factor in our games.
Garrett, when you talk about the offseason, I'm sure there was some motivation because you guys played so well last year. But at the same time, you were probably like, boy, how are we going to try to do what we did last year after we lost everybody? But you have a handful of guys, a key core group of guys that are back, and you guys will work as hard as you could, I'm sure.
Yeah, everyone wants to get back to where we were last year. We've all been really working hard in the off-season. Although we did lose our offensive line, we have a great group of players coming up to fill our offensive line. That's Corey Frick and Julio Ramos. They've really been working hard in the off-season. And I believe they will anchor a solid offensive line this season.
Tell us about a guy like Bob Stout, who works pretty hard, too. Played some tight end last year, a little D-line. Tell us about how Bob's been working for you.
Yeah, Bob, this offseason, I don't know what got into him. He's one of the hardest workers. He's a leader. Being a returning linebacker for us, he's a big body in the middle of the field. He's definitely been working hard, ready for next season.
Garrett, when you talk about things that you worked on between last year and this year, tell us about what you did in the weight room, or whether it was some stuff with your speed or strength. Tell us about what Garrett Murray was doing in the offseason.
Well, I've really been trying to become an all-around back. Last season, I think I really tried using my size and my strength. And now this offseason, along with strength training, I've really been focusing on speed, trying to get faster.
And Garrett, you have guys, as you mentioned, Pat Reese and Colin Holmes. There's really not too much pressure for any one of you, because you know that at any given time, Pat could break one off for 40, or Colin could go the distance, or maybe it's you. But having that, I'm sure, gives a little bit of less pressure, knowing that you have teammates that can do whatever they need to do.
Yeah, whenever one of us are called upon, we always make a play. I never feel like it's on my shoulders. I know everybody on our team does their part and can make a huge play at any moment.
We're talking with Garrett Murray from the Dunmore Bucks here on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Garrett, when you talk about being a Dunmore Buck, being part of the community, being part of helping out at the holidays and giving back to the community a little bit, tell us about what it's like to play for Coach Henzes.
Coach Henzes, he really teaches us more than just football. Teaches us to be good students, good people in the community. We're always helping out with the St. Joseph's Festival, which is coming up. Our entire team is going to help set up later.
Well, it's great to hear that you guys are giving back and doing exactly what your coach is asking of you. Garrett, tell us a little about what you like to study in school. Is there an area? Do you like math or science? Are there certain subject areas that you like?
I like biology. I plan on going to study physical therapy in college.
And Garrett, how about for your future endeavors? Is football something you're thinking about at that next level, or you'll have to see if that comes up?
Yes, it's definitely on my mind. If an opportunity arose that I would be able to play at the collegiate level, I would definitely have to take that opportunity.
And Garrett, when you talk about the goals this year for your team, as you said, you guys want to work hard and go as far as you could. And if it takes you to the district championship, great. If it takes you to states, great. But tell us about the mentality. Do you feel that there's a nice buzz going on right now this summer with your teammates saying, hey, let's work as hard as we could?
Yes. I mean, after last season, how great of a feeling it was to make it that far. Nobody wants to fall short. We've all been working harder. We feel like we just missed the state title by a tiny bit, and everybody's been working so much harder in the off season. Our confidence is high right now, and we've just been working.
Well, Garrett, it was a pleasure watching you play last year. We look forward to seeing you play again this season with the rest of the Dunmore Bucks, and want to wish you a very good 2015.
Thank you.
Garrett Murray from the Dunmore Bucks here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.